Hello friends, Adam here with FED. So I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Fates recently here on the channel because of our chat sabotage run, which by the way continues tonight at 6 p.m. if you're interested. And there's a real heavy dependence on pair-ups and dual attacks, dual guards, and supports in Fates and Awakening. And it made me think like, okay, so it just got me thinking about supports in Three Houses and how they feel a little less important. But then I remembered something really cool, special bonds that certain characters have with each other that give better bonuses. So if two characters who have a support together but they don't have a bond together perform a linked attack, there are certain bonuses they'll get. So if they have no support, it's hit and avoid +3, all the way up to an A support, which will be hit and avoid +10. So giving characters giving the attacking character bonuses through linked attacks, which is the whole purpose of supports in the game, as far as like a gameplay perspective is concerned, and recruitment, I guess. But there are a handful of characters, actually it's quite a few characters that have special bonds with other characters that not only increase their hit and avoid, but it also increases their might, or their attack power. Now I knew this already, but I'd never looked at a comprehensive list of all of the special bonds, and there was one that really caught my eye, and I feel like really solves a problem for this character in particular. That character being Ingrid, who really struggles to deal significant damage, especially in the late game. I feel like her strength can really fall off. But she has not one, like most characters that do have a special bond, but she has two special bonds with Felix and Sylvain. And the cool thing is Felix and Sylvain also have a special bond support, so all three of them special bond support each other. A trio of really big attacking units, right? So Ingrid has the opportunity to get +6 might if both of these units, both Sylvain and Felix, are nearby with an A support. If it's a B support, it's 2 might. C support, it's 1 might. No support, there's no extra might. But supports are easy to increase. It doesn't take much time at all. And I understand that some have to happen after time skip or whatever else, but still, it works and it's great. So that's one thing that really helps Ingrid. But on top of that, if you're throwing Felix down any class path that uses gauntlets, this is also huge for him too, because he also can benefit from the two supports. And combined with his speed and quadrupling enemies with gauntlets and the Crest of Fraldarius, the +6 might that he'll get from having Ingrid and Sylvain in range is going to be huge. +6 might, when you're quadding, transfers over to 24 extra damage, which is an insane buff, and I'm surprised it's allowed in the game. Let's be real. So these three, this Omega trio, can just deal massive amounts of damage, and I really like that. Now, other characters that I think are notable that do have supports, special bonds that are really going to help you and really affect your gameplay are Byleth always supports with the House Lords, including Yuri, by the way, has a special bond with them, so that'll increase might. And Byleth also has a special bond with Flame. So Byleth also, unless you're playing Silver Snow, Byleth actually with Yuri it works too. But Byleth basically will always have an opportunity to get multiple special bond bonuses for linked attacks, up to 3 if you have the DLC with Yuri. So say you're playing Blue Lions, you have a linked attack. You have Flame as an adjutant on Byleth, which will help with a linked attack and get those bonuses. You have Dimitri in range of the enemy, and you have Yuri in range of the enemy. That is if they all have A supports, which I know that's more of a mid to late game kind of thing. But if they all have A supports, Byleth is going to get +9 damage. And like I said with Felix, if you're crazy and you pair that with a brave weapon, whether it's gauntlets or it's a brave sword or something, that is insane amounts of extra damage, +36 damage if you're quadding. So another thing that's just huge, something to consider. And of course the House Lords all have special bonds with their retainers, being Edelgard with Hubert, Dimitri with Dedu, and then Claude with Hilda. So you can so they have 2, they can have a +6. This is something that I've never really considered and not something that I've really worked that hard at when doing supports in 3 houses. It feels like a pretty minimal thing, but when combined with other skills and other things, it can be huge. Especially considering like Hilda's personal skill can buff Claude even further, have him do more damage. Sylvain, with his personal skill, he can deal more damage with Ingrid nearby. There's so many little buffs like that you could really pile together and make into a really just cohesive, fun little army that is just running around with like really awesome linked bonuses, attacks, and stuff. And if you want to make this really effective, you can make characters into archers and stuff, so they have, or even just equip them with bows so they have like longer range for linked attacks and stuff, or with long range magic. There's all sorts of really cool ones. All sorts of really cool ones. Now, other ones that I think are interesting that I'll just point out really quick: Shamir and Catherine have a special bond, so it's, again, the +3 might A support, which is cool, especially since Shamir, you'll probably just keep her in sniper, so her range will be big, and then Catherine, if she's using Thunderbrand, it's +12 attack power over 4 attacks, which is great. Lorenz and Ferdinand have a special bond because they're both noble dudes, super nobles. And that one is, I think, that one's actually pretty good, especially if you just have one set to be like a guard adjutant or something. And those are like the major ones. Those are the ones that I think are actually really cool. I already went over the House Lord ones. There are a few others like Ignatz, Raphael. I believe Yuritsa and Mercedes have a special bond. I think there's a few other ones, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And there's not like a definitive list I can find anywhere on the internet, which sucks. If anyone does know of a definitive list of special bond supports and stuff, please put a link in the comments or DM me on Discord or something, because I'd be interested to see a comprehensive list. This is just kind of what I've seen and kind of what I've gathered and thought about a lot, so that's a thing. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Those are just my quick thoughts on special bonds and supports in 3 houses. I think they are a little underrated and a little less talked about than they should be. I think they're a big enough damage bonus to be considered in your playthrough, especially for characters who might struggle to deal significant damage, like Ingrid, who really benefits from the +6 might she can get from a support with both Felix and Sylvain. But let me know in the comments what you think. How do you use special bonds? Do you even care about them? Do you think they have a significant impact on the gameplay and how they impact the gameplay? I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say. And please subscribe if you're new to the channel. We do videos like this almost every day, every weekday at the very least. And we also stream and stuff. And again, give another shout out to the Fire Emblem Fates Chat Sabotage run, which continues tonight at 6 p.m, where you can donate to really screw with me and make the game way harder than it needs to be. But it's been a lot of fun regardless. Even if I might get in a little grumpy mood, it's always still fun. And make sure to like the video if you wouldn't mind. Helps the channel grow. It's just a little thing. Just click the little button. Helps the channel. But anyways, again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.